Jeff Kelley. Actually, everyone's saying Ameren, Missouri. I actually work for Lockheed Martin. So Lockheed Martin has the contract to do this for Ameren, Missouri. It's all I do. About probably 75% of the people that I work with think of me as Ameren, Missouri. That's basically my job, is to work on that. So our job is energy efficiency savings plan for commercial and industrial. So what we're trying to do is reduce the amount of energy used on the grid. However, whatever way there is to do it. Today we're going to talk about information technology. That's a big chunk of it, but everything. Just in the room right now, we've got these like incandescent lights or metal halide lights on, and then we've got these fluorescent lights. This isn't a super energy efficient room. There's 3 lamps in there. You could do it with 2. Okay, so just about anything you look at, there's a way to do it with less energy. And computers are no exception. And computers, being digital devices, really allow you to do that easier than other areas sometimes. So at the Ameren, Missouri, I'll kind of go through this quickly. I know we're running a little over, but Ameren, Missouri's plan's been implemented since 2013. It actually goes back to 2009. There's $147 million invested, and the amount of electricity we're going to save is about 60,000 houses worth. Kind of give you an idea how big the goal is. The Act on Energy Biz Savers program, or we call it the Biz Savers, is just cash incentives to offset the cost. So what it is, it's an incentive to go ahead and do an energy efficient project and get paid at the end. So we're not just a place to go pick up some money on the way to the store and get it paid for free, but we will reimburse you, and there's several ways to do that. So far in the last 3 years, or 2.5 years so far, 4,200 completed projects, and $17 million paid out. That's a lot of money, and 284 million kilowatt hours saved. So that's over, this year alone, about 1,000 projects and close to 5 million. We've got 2 customers that are going to get over $1 million each. So there's customers that are getting huge amounts of incentive. So if you think of something and you wonder if that would apply in your business, give me a call or talk to me at mine.
Is it the whole state of Missouri, or is it in this area?
It's the Ameren, Missouri customers. So Ameren, Missouri is the utility for Missouri. There's an Ameren, Illinois also, if you live in Illinois. So Ameren, Missouri is the utility that serves customers. The retail customers are eligible for this program. For example, I used to live in Kirkwood. Kirkwood got their power from Ameren, but my bill said Kirkwood Electric. Well, Kirkwood Electric customers aren't eligible. You have to be a retail bill. This building we're in right now is eligible. And the other day I looked at the overall market, and basically that's where the money is going from high to low. Manufacturing plants, hospitals, grocery stores, universities, government facilities, all those categories are different types of buildings that are getting funding from us. School districts are a big one. Summer's kind of the big time in the school districts. Okay, so on IT, since we're going to talk about IT, I thought there'd be 2 ways to look at it. One of them is at the user level. How can you use less power on your own computer or in your own work area, or in the infrastructural level? So I'm sure you guys in the cloud, it isn't really a cloud when you get to the other end of it. It's a great big honking machine that's blinking lights and huge air conditioners. So let's talk about that. On the user level, and one thing I'd urge you to do at home is set your computer to go to hibernation. That's the simplest thing that you can do to save energy. If you just leave it run, it uses about the same amount of power as when you're using it. So and also set your screensaver to blank. Don't set your screensaver to some pipes going around like they used to see all the time. That doesn't save any power. It saves the screen, but it still wastes electricity. So here's the biggies for today. PC power management. So PC power management is where an enterprise can centrally manage their power through software, and I think we've got a vendor here that does that. And basically, we pay $10 per desktop to do that. So if you've got this building and there might be 100 desktops or 2,000 desktops, times 10, that's what we will pay for that incentive to do that. We're not going to require you to prove exactly how much you're going to save on each one. We just pay $10 as the standard incentive. So a lot of times that can almost cover the whole cost of the project. Now, notice it says desktop. Desktop meaning the big old tower type computer. You could control a laptop with it. So in terms of wattage, a desktop is around 250 to 300 watts. So like, you know, a hair dryer is 1,000 watts, like a quarter of a hair dryer. A laptop might only be 30 to 50 watts. Okay, so laptops use a lot less energy. But if you've got a big organization, Slate, for example, might have an office full of 50 computers. If they can turn them all off at night or hibernate them, that's savings. Okay, I was thinking 1,000 points of dark is what you want with that. Let's turn those off. All right, desktop virtualization. The cloud guys are going to get excited about that. That's where you get rid of the desktop and the laptop, and you just have a little hub there. You plug in and you run off the cloud. We'll pay $22 a workstation to do that. That's a great way to, not to even mention all the great things that you talked about losing the headaches, but you can get energy savings there too. Energy Star 5.0 desktops are also available for a user. So when we get back to the other end of the computer, because when we plug into that giant internet, it actually is a big machine on the other end. So here's some data center energy savings ideas. I'll kind of briefly go over these since you guys aren't really a data center group, but power supplies. The one little power supply on your computer, imagine the power supply for a 40 megawatt data center. High efficiency is real important. Containment. Computers are little hair dryers. They blow heat out the back. You want to catch that heat and blow it right into the air conditioning coil and cool the room off. That's a server consolidation. Why are you running one app on 20 servers? You could put them all onto one, and it would run with a lot less energy. Outside air economizers. That's where it's 30 degrees outside, you're running your air conditioning because there's so much heat being generated in a room. Why not just bring air in or heat exchange air in from outside? So forth and so on. Crack units, computer room air conditioning. On the Ameren program, we pay 7 cents per kilowatt hour saved for this type of thing. And we've paid out several $100,000 for data center optimization projects.
How do you determine that? How do you determine savings?
The way that we determine savings is basically an engineer will do some calculations on the particular project. We'll figure out what it's using now and what it would use after we did the measures. So
there's one more thing I was going to throw out. We saved 18% in power consumption when we started doing, I don't think you had up there the zoning your airflow. So you set up hot aisle, cold aisle isolation.
Yeah, I call that containment.
Containment. You had containment up there.
Yeah.
Okay.
So containment is when you have rows of servers. And you basically build a little, you know, those little plastic rooms that they put outside restaurants sometimes, keep the wind from blowing on you. It's basically that, and it traps the air in there, and it goes right into the air conditioner. There's two ways to do it. One is you either pull the heated air out right into the air conditioner, or you pump cold air in on the cold side of the servers, and it pumps the cold air right through the server rack, and then back into the cold air return. Okay, so this thing is called Go Green. We'll keep talking about carbon footprint. I wanted to walk you through because a lot of you probably haven't really seen a lot of this with electricity, but why is it green to use less electricity? You know, think about it, it's just a plug and I plug it in and it works. So this is just going to walk you through. Coal is the main input to our electricity. you turn a light off, you're turning the coal off. You're turning the power off. Now I'm going to walk you through that. So the coal heats the water into steam. The steam spins a turbine. The turbine spins a generator. The generator converts it to alternating current, and then it's stepped back down so that you can use it back at your facility. That whole cycle is powered by fossil fuels, for the most part, coal and natural gas. Okay? There's also nuclear and hydro power in our state of Missouri. But if you use less power at the end of the line, it goes all the way back up to the coal. So we've actually calculated from the savings of this program, if you were sitting, a lot of people are from the city. Okay, do you ever get stuck at the railroad, like going up Macklin towards the hill? All right, so imagine that the coal car that was going by, that was the coal that we saved on this program the last 3 years. It would take about 40 minutes for that car to go by. That's how much coal that we're saving. So when you do energy saving, you're going green, you're saving coal that's not being burned, you're preserving resources for tomorrow. So going green is a good thing. Most people are mostly interested in going green to get some more money, but it's still a good deed to go green. So our program is open in its last few months now. November 30th is the deadline for turning in projects. If you want to do one of these projects, you probably want to get on it right away. The maximum is $1 million. Most of the larger projects are going to require pre-approval. It's always a good idea to call us. We're a completely locally run program, so you're not going to call some guy that is in the middle of nowhere that has no clue. And our incentive levels, you need to do at least $150 worth on the incentive, and we paid out all the way up to over $500,000. Applications are real simple. They're all Excel-based. Being IT guys, you will not have trouble. Now, when I've been down in the Netherlands, I've seen some people that don't know what Excel is, but you can download it and send it in, and we basically run the whole program. Our business development team, we can come out and talk to you. I can email you a copy of the presentation. We've got expertise in all different areas. Claudia is one of the leading people, probably in the Midwest or maybe even the country, in lighting technology. And everyone's got a great amount of background on energy efficiency. So Lori was here earlier. She had to get to another meeting. She's our outreach coordinator. If you're on the sell side of this, if you want to be involved in providing your services to other customers, get a hold of Lori and she can sign you up as a program trade ally. Okay? You don't have to be a trade ally to sell something. It is an exclusive thing, but it allows you to brand yourself and do some other things to enable you to take advantage. Starting next year, there's a new plan that's under development. I was reading some emails going on about it today. They're developing it right now. There will be a new plan. We just don't know exactly how it's going to be structured. The last time when we went around, it came out pretty much the same as what we've got now. And here at the end, it says delays the need for new energy centers. This program is being charged out to customers. And the reason that Ameren's doing energy efficiency is to delay adding capacity to the system as long as possible. New capacity would most likely be nuclear, and a nuclear plant, when put online, will start to have its costs recovered, and our bills might triple. So to add a little bit to the bill now, to keep pushing that out as long as possible, is more prudent than just going ahead and adding more capacity. Here's our number. I got my number on there. I got cards if you guys want a card right now. And is there any questions?
No, I just want a card.
Yeah, okay. Anybody have any questions? Has anybody done a project at their own facility or have an application coming through?
Like solar panels or something?
for energy efficiency.
We had solar panels installed
Yeah.
a couple of years ago.
Yeah, so one of the things you didn't hear me talk about is solar panels or wind energy. That's considered to be a renewable energy resource, and this program is an energy efficiency. We're not saying there's anything wrong with going with solar, it just isn't in this program's
I have a question, Joe.
purpose. Yes, sir.
So you said the program ends on November 30th, or your paperwork has to be turned in. How long does it take to have your project approved?
Usually a week or two.
Okay.
Large, complex projects can take longer.
It sounded like at the beginning of your presentation, there was $147 million with this go-around, and it's coming to its conclusion, and you expect it to be renewed at a different rate and maybe some changes to the program. So it'll be ongoing. Will there be a lapse between November 30th and June 30th?
We hope not, but until
That's how you all are paid.
all the lawyers are happy, we have to wait.
Okay.
So we thought it would be this month, but it looks like it might be at the end of the summer this month. So, and you guys are in Kansas City. I think there's a program there. You on the Missouri side?
Actually, we're kind of both, but Kansas primarily.
Uh-huh. So these programs exist all over the country. So if you're in IT and you look around, there's a really good website called Desire USA. It's DESIRE USA.org. That will give you every utility program in the United States, and they keep it very current. So you can find out, well, what about Chicago? What about New York City? So anyway, I thank you for your time. 22 after. Hopefully you're not too late for your next thing. Thank you.
Thank you.